The war had shown how lethal aircraft could be, especially to warships, and so the aircraft carrier kind of usurped the battleship's role as the fleet's primary warship. And as useful as massive guns and incredibly thick armor could still potentially be, battleships were way too expensive to be kept in service. And so by the end of the 1950s, all 4 ships, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, and New Jersey, had all been decommissioned. They weren't straight up scrapped though, they were mothballed and put into storage. Which was lucky, because in the 1980s, the US decides that these old battleships have life in them yet. You see, Ronald Reagan was elected in 1980 very much on an anti-Soviet, pro-military build-up ticket. And he had this thing called the 600-ship Navy policy. This was basically a response to US Navy cutbacks that had been happening ever since the Vietnam War. Plus, these Soviets, they're actually starting to take their own navy seriously with these gigantic missile cruisers and carriers. So the US was potentially losing its overwhelming advantage in numbers of ships that Reagan felt was so important.